509,452 C 373,344 C 0984 FD 34 AC 8,429 AC 5 C. Thanks to an ongoing bog restoration program, record numbers of two-waiter species were recorded at RSPB's Dovestone Reserve in the Peak District this summer. RSPB staff and volunteer surveyors recorded 49 pairs of dunlin at the Saddleworth site, up 25% from the 39 pairs counted in 2014, and up 5 pairs on last year's total. European golden plover numbers also increased by a fifth, rising from 92 in 2014 to 110 this summer. Dunlins require damp and hilly sites to breed, and have been gradually increasing at Dovestone over the past decade, after virtually vanishing from the Peak District in the early 2000s. European golden plovers, which have similarly increased at the site in recent years, also favor nesting on wet moorland bogs. The RSPB, which manages Dovestone in partnership with landowner United Utilities, has discovered a direct correlation between this increase of breeding wading birds and the restoration of blanket bog at the site. Healthy blanket bogs, which are found on wet hilly plateaus, can provide great benefits both for people and wildlife. As well as provide insect food for birds, they lock up harmful carbon, improve water quality by acting as a natural filtration system, and prevent flooding by slowing down the water flow. However, like much of this habitat in the UK, Dovestones had been damaged by past industrial air pollution, with the surface vegetation and peat-building sphagnum mosses having almost completely died out, leaving large areas of bare, dried-out peat. Since 2005, United Utilities and the RSPB have been working to restore Dovestone's bog by covering the bare damaged peat with new vegetation, blocking gullies to raise the water table, and sowing new sphagnum moss. The increase in breeding waders appears to be rising in direct response to the improving habitat. Dave O'Hara, RSPB site manager at Dovestone, said it's no coincidence that numbers of breeding waders at Dovestone began to increase at the same time we began to restore the blanket bog with our partner United Utilities. It's gratifying and inspiring to see our continuing restoration work paying off, with more and more wading birds nesting here every year. Thanks to generous funding from WREN, we are currently in the middle of sowing new moss, a 3-year project where we are working with volunteers to plant more sphagnum, which will help rebuild the bog. Restoring Dovestone's bog is a huge long-term undertaking, but it's such an important habitat that brings so many benefits for wildlife and people that it's well worth all the effort that everyone has and continues to put in. Ed Lawrence, Catchment Partnership Officer at United Utilities, added the moorland restoration work is a long-term project, originally driven by our approach to improve water quality in a sustainable way, reducing treatment costs for our customers. It's wonderful to see the dramatic result it has had for wading birds at Dovestone. It's a brilliant example of a win-win partnership, and we are very proud of what's been achieved. European golden plover Mick Southcott.